So Project 2025 is here, y'all. It always has been. And I think that if people aren't becoming aware of what the Biden administration is doing right now in terms of blatant censorship, not just on college campuses, but across the country around pro-Palestinian sentiment, then you are really setting yourself up for failure for when the rest of that so-called plan is steadily rolled out. It's not about, quite frankly, Republican or Democrat at this point. It never has been, because under Democratic rule in the past, we have also seen state-sanctioned violence. But the problem is the violence was enacted upon the margins internally. And because the U.S. is such a deeply embedded and racist state, racist nation that never will admit to its past, when that violence and surveillance was enacted upon the margins, and particularly Black folks and Indigenous folks, right, there was a way that people were able to justify it through one way or another as somehow the state protecting its interest. Do you see a trend here? And so what this moment really is going to require everyone, but particularly those who are still committed to this kind of red and blue, black and white thinking, which is very binary in nature, which also binds your mind and sight to different possibilities, is to ask the question of how and why you have been so easily aligned with authoritarian rule up until this moment. See, that's the uncomfortableness, to actually realize how easy it is to slip into authoritarian/fascist ideology and action is really what is prohibiting folks from being able to take the blinders off and see that to narrow this conversation down to voting blue no matter who next year is completely missing the point. It has been here. It has been knocking at the door. And those folks who it's knocked out have been trying to warn everybody else. And then we are met with this kind of pushback saying that either our rhetoric is dangerous, calling us conspiratorial, or completely dismissing it as somehow flights of fantasy. Well, guess what? That fantasy is now reality. Project 2025 is here, being solidified and enacted under a Democratic president through a Congress that is told us no matter what side they are on, they are going to align with the state by backing Israel. So y'all should take this. We all should take this seriously and believe what we are being told. So if you believe what you are being told and being shown right now, y'all, then what is your relationship to so-called democracy that is being fed back to us? What happens if we just believe collectively that that was always a lie? That we have been fed illusions through space and time that are now cracking because the emperor truly has no clothes as he is showing his complete bare ass? What then are the possibilities open to us individually and collectively?